I woke up one night on a refuse dump when my grandmother sent me out of the house, the stench of decay and despair wrapping around me like an old, tattered blanket. I had lost everything: my family, my home, my sense of self. It was here, in the darkest corner of my life, that I met him. His presence was like a beacon, a shining light cutting through the suffocating darkness. He knelt beside me, his handsome face framed by the moonlight, and whispered promises of a life I had long since abandoned. "I can give you everything you've ever wanted," he said, his voice smooth and enticing. "All you have to do is take my hand." I didn't hesitate. I reached out, and as our fingers intertwined, the world around me faded into nothingness. In an instant, we were transported to a realm where beauty reigned supreme under the water. The air was sweet and fragrant, filled with laughter and music. I saw people dressed in flowing garments, their movements graceful as they danced around us. They welcomed me with open arms, but there was something unsettling in their eyes, a flicker of something dark beneath the surface. I turned to the man beside me, my heart racing with excitement and fear. "Who are you?" I asked, my voice barely a whisper. "I am the ruler of this kingdom," he replied, his smile both charming and chilling. But then the atmosphere shifted. A group of individuals approached, their faces drawn and anxious. They spoke in hushed tones, their words laced with urgency. "We've failed the assignment," one of them said, glancing nervously at the man beside me. "There's a pastor whose prayers are disrupting our plans." My heart sank. I had heard of such things, men of God wielding power that could challenge even the darkest forces. "I can help," I blurted out before I could think. Laughter erupted around me, ringing in my ears like a cacophony of mocking voices. You've just arrived. What power do you possess?" But the man beside me merely smiled, and I felt a surge of confidence. I was determined to prove myself. They allowed me to proceed, and I quickly devised a plan. I infiltrated the life of someone close to the pastor, gathering information like a spider weaving a web. I learned his routines, his weaknesses, and what temptations could lead him astray. It was chillingly easy. I had been trained to manipulate and deceive. My heart raced with anticipation as I set my trap, luring the pastor with a woman who would offer him false counsel. As I watched from the shadows, I felt a thrill wash over me. They set up spiritual cameras to monitor his every move, and when the moment was right, they struck. A spiritual arrow flew through the air, and I watched as he gasped for breath, collapsing in his office. The kingdom erupted in cheers, and I felt a rush of power course through me. I had succeeded, and in that moment I was no longer an outsider. I was one of them. I was crowned queen, seated next to the king of the kingdom, who had come for me.
With this vow,
my
our
life
two
transformed,
worlds
but
become
the darkness
one.
that had claimed my soul whispered to me still. I wore my humility like a mask, convincing my mother and stepmother that I was just a lost girl trying to find my way. They had no idea of the horrors I had committed, the lives I had snuffed out with a flick of my wrist. Strangely, my mother remained oblivious to the transformations around me. My demeanor was one of humility, cloaking my true experiences in a veil of normalcy. Meanwhile, I discovered that my stepmother was a witch too, bound by her own dark desires, sought to imprison her own sisters in a pigsty, a grotesque manifestation of her malice. I confronted her and demanded the release of those innocent souls. In a chilling response, she refused, and I proclaimed that my stepmother should perish. And astonishingly, my words manifested into reality. The funeral passed in silence, with family members bewildered by my absence, unaware of the sinister undercurrents at play. In the realm of Witchcraft Kingdom, the source of power is paramount. When bestowed upon someone by another, it differs vastly from the potency gained by those who willingly embrace it. The latter are endowed with a formidable strength, a permanence that elevates their influence. Politicians, pastors, and kings alike sought favor and power from me. I was a master of 3 types of witchcraft: red, black, and white. Each had its own rules, its own consequences. The red witch type envied success and thrived on destruction. The black type witch sought to control and manipulate. And lastly, the white witchcraft, the most paradoxical, thrives on self-sacrifice, devouring refuse to elevate her children to greatness. Each form possesses its own wisdom and intricacies. It's very dangerous to share your successes too freely. When we expose our successes, we invite the Red Witch to unleash her wrath, often under the cover of night. This caution extends to every aspect of our lives. If your son wins the lottery or embarks on a journey, guard those details closely. You will never know who among your acquaintances may harbor ill intentions. For those of faith, I emphasize the importance of committing every endeavor to God. By seeking divine guidance before taking action, you can navigate the unseen traps laid before you. This practice is essential for Christians, serving as a protective shield against the forces of darkness. In the kingdom, what the Black Witch does, in her insatiable quest for control, is that he/she thrives on destruction. After wreaking havoc, he/she often masquerades as a benevolent figure, feigning a desire to assist or resolve the very issues he/she has caused. This duplicitous nature is their hallmark. She operates through manipulation and deceit. Again, a particularly insidious tactic employed by the Black Witch involves the use of voodoo dolls. With these dolls, she/he can bind individuals, stifling your success. In matters of love, she/he employs male and female dolls, turning them away from each other to sow discord in relationships. The wisdom shared in these revelations serves as a guide for navigating a world rife with hidden agendas. It is a reminder that the battle between light and darkness is often fought in silence, behind closed doors, and within the hearts of those we encounter. As we traverse this landscape, we must remain vigilant, discerning the intentions of those around us. The lessons learned from this session from the X-Witch urge us to guard our successes, seek divine intervention, and remain wary of those who cloak themselves in the guise of friendship. In a world where shadows lurk at every corner, the path to enlightenment lies in understanding the forces that shape our destinies. Let us tread carefully, armed with knowledge and faith, as we navigate the intricate in the dance of life. Remember to like the video and subscribe to my channel for you not to miss the next episode of this story. Thank you for watching.